Well, it's movie night with me and my puppies. And every time I watch a movie, I crave popcorn. It's a natural American thing, right? Well, I used to love going to movie theaters and getting like double butter on my popcorn. It was so bad, but it was so good. That wasn't until I came up with my own way to make homemade popcorn, and I make garlic truffle popcorn. You're not beating that. Don't crave the movie theater stuff anymore. This is it. I bring it to tons of parties and events. Everyone always rants and raves about it, but I've never given away the exact recipe until now. So make this on your next movie night. It's fast, easy, and really cheap. And I hope you enjoy. Let's make it. You ready for some popcorn? You want some popcorn, Kisses? Okay, you don't need any fancy popping machine for this recipe. All you need to pop this homemade popcorn is a normal size pasta pot, believe it or not. One with a lid. That's important. So what I've done here is I have heated up my pan to medium-high heat, and I've put 2/3 a cup of extra virgin olive oil into this pan or pot. If your pot's a little bigger or smaller than mine, you just want to make sure that you cover the entire bottom of the pot. There's not actually any butter in this recipe, which makes this popcorn much healthier than the movie theater popcorn we're used to. But the oil and the olive oil we're going to add and the garlic oil we're going to add later really does make it taste buttery and indulgent and just like it's from the movie theater, but a lot more flavorful. So I'm going to let this olive oil heat up until it's hot enough to add our salt and our yellow popping corn. Alright, my oil's been heating up for about 3 to 4 minutes, and you can see if you look carefully, it's barely starting to smoke, but it's starting to dance on its own. It's moving around pretty easily. So at this time, so that I can make sure my popcorn tastes salty enough, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. You can adjust that to your liking. I like salt, so I'm going to go ahead and add a full teaspoon. Just plain old salt. Then I'm going to add about a cup of yellow popping corn kernels. Maybe a little less. All you want to do is have the corn kernels cover the bottom, but you still want to see the oil. You want the oil to surround all your kernels so that it cooks them evenly and pops them all at the same time. Now the popping is going to happen in a few minutes, and to help it along, we're going to put a lid on this, and don't touch it. This will probably take about 5 minutes for this to pop. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes. Once the popcorn kind of settles down, it's not popping so crazily, turn your heat off. You don't want to burn the kernels on the bottom. In fact, I might remove it from the heat, just to be safe. Then I'm going to let it finish another minute, and just finish popping here. Alright, our popcorn is popped and ready to go. Now, if you want to be super healthy, you could eat just this salted popcorn cooked in olive oil. It's pretty good. We're going to make it delicious. I'm going to scoop this out. I want to make sure I don't get any of the burnt popcorn that might be on the bottom or any of the extra kernels. Nobody needs to break a tooth. See, there's always a few things at the bottom. Let this cool before you throw it in your trash, or you'll burn your plastic bag. Alright, this is where it's important. While the popcorn's still hot, we're going to add garlic infused extra virgin olive oil. This gives it that delicious garlicky buttery taste. And I'm guesstimating here on the amount. You really have to play this the way you like it. But I've got 1/4 of a cup here. I'm just going to drizzle this over. I think that's way too much. I'm going to put half of it in for now. Stir it up some. Whoopsies. We can always add some more if we want it later. Next, we need just a couple shakes of garlic salt. Give a little more of a garlicky flavor. Remember, we pre-salted this, so it's already a little salty. Then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of dried parsley. Fresh parsley seems to get kind of sticky and hard to chew, so I wouldn't use fresh parsley. The dried works well. I think that is the perfect amount. Stir that up. And the last thing that really sets this apart from any other popcorn that you've ever had in your entire life, unless you've been to an event with me and I've made it for you, is truffle oil. My friend Lindsay got me white truffle oil for my birthday. I've been using black truffle oil, but oh gosh, it smells even better. So I'm going to add about half a teaspoon here. Truffle oil is so strong, it goes such a long way. It's almost like a garlicky flavor, but way more intense and not exactly garlicky. It's very unique. It's hard to explain. It's something you just have to try. And fragrant. Holy moly, that smells good. So give it all a stir. And this is where you taste it. This is where you make your own perfect garlic truffle popcorn. It's salty enough. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of that garlic olive oil. So I started off with a fourth cup. We used about a half of that. Oh, let's just go all out. I'll add the rest. The more garlic oil and truffle oil you add, the butterier it will taste. And I can't explain it, but it's just so good. You can see the green flakes of parsley in there, so it even looks healthy. That's it. That's good. The only thing I want to warn you about when tasting this is while it's warm, it's not going to taste as strong as when it cools. And a lot of times I'll make this for a party or a Super Bowl game I'm going to. And by the time that it cools, it tastes way more saltier, more garlicky, more truffly. And so be careful with that. I usually don't season it as much as I might like while it's warm because I know the flavors are really going to intensify when it cools. But that's it. This is your absolute perfect garlic truffle popcorn. You're welcome.